In the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and especially merciful, welcome dear students to the second lecture of BC's faculty English subject. I hope you are all doing well with your family members and you are safe and sound. سلام در خدمت همه شاگردان عزیز. امیدوار هستم که همتون جور و صحتمند باشین. با دومین درس انگلیش مضمون یا مضمون انگلیسی از کامپیوتر ساینس فاکولتی خوش آمدید. میگم همتون امیدوار هستم که جور و صحتمند باشین. So today we will be talking about noun, types of nouns, pronoun and some types of pronouns. So let's get started. Okay, so what's noun? The first thing, noun, the word noun is taken from Latin word nomen, right, which means name, right? So what's noun? The word noun is taken from the Latin word nomen, which means name, right? کلمه noun که از کلمه لاتینی گرفته شده است که در لاتینی برش nomen میگن که معنای nomen name است. So the meaning of nomen is what? The meaning of nomen is name. So this one means name, okay? So we say that noun is taken from or derived from Latin word nomen, which means name, okay? So what's noun? Noun is a word which tells us what a person, place and thing is called. noun چی است؟ میگه اسم یک کلمه است که به ما میگه که با یک شخص یا با یک جای یا با یک چیز یا با یک شی چی میگیم یا از عبارت از چی است. یا شما منو تعریف دارین که noun is the name of person, place, thing, quality, quantity, etc. این تعریف قابل قبول است. We have some very common definition for the noun, that noun is the name of person, place or thing. This is also acceptable definition. I don't say that this is a definition which can be generally accepted, but this is a definition that a lot of people accept and they agree on this. Okay, so we say that the name is given to people, things or places in order to identify them quickly and easily. The question that arises here is that why do we have names for everything? Why do we have a name for every person? Why do we have a name for every place and everything in order to identify them? So to answer this question, I would like to tell you that in order to identify the people easily, quickly and without any problem, without confusing people, without confusion, so we should say the name. For example, if I say he's a good person, he's that or he's this, so you may be confused at who am I talking about, but if I directly say Ali, so you directly understand. Or if I say that I saw something, so when I say I saw something, so here the listener or the person who is listening to you may get confused that what thing did you see. So a lot of questions may come into his mind. In order to get rid of the confusion, so the better way is to tell him that I saw a mouse or I saw a rabbit or something else, right? So why our parents have named us in order to be identified easily and quickly. So for the easy and quick identification we have names. سوال اینجاست شاگردان که چرا ما اسم ها داریم. اسم ها به خاطر از این که ما با بسیار با آسانی و بدون کدام مشکل اشخاص را، اشیا را یا چیزا را و یا یک جای را بسیار با آسانی تشخیص کرده بتانیم. اگر ما بگم که ما یک چیزی خوردم، حالا شما فکر میکنید که چی خورده، زیاد کنفیوژن اینجا شما مشابه میشین. اگر با شما بگم که ما پیتزا خوردم، سو مستقیما میفهمین که پیتزا یا it's a name, so you can easily understand that. Okay, next we have we say that for the person we have name, Wahid, student, John, girl, these are for the person, and place, Afghanistan, whom, New York, these are names for places. So and thing, car, pen, knife, book, and animal, sheep, elephant, cat, donkey, idea, suggestion, decision, these are all nouns. Quality, beauty, honesty and kindness. In hama ism ha hastan. Quantity, kilogram, pound, hama ism ha hastan. شاگردان عزیز، ما با شخص که از این اسم ها داریم، یعنی اسم شده میتونه که به شخص راجع شوه، اسم میتونه که به پلیس، به جای باشه، به یک شی باشه، به حیوان باشه، نظریه هم اسم شده میتونه، کیفیت هم اسم شده میتونه و مقدار هم اسم شده میتونه. So این بود درس در مورد تعریف اسم. So this was the definition of noun, right? You can have your own definition. شما میتونه که تعریف خودت هم داشته باشین که صحیح باشه. البته ما قبلا هم یادآوری کردم که تعریف نیست که کل مردمی را قبول کنم اون یک واحد تعریف باشه. نه، هر گرامرین، هر دانش کسایی که دانش گرامر داره، اینا هر کدامشون یک تعريفي خاص بناون میدهد. So we can define it in different ways. Okay, آلی بعد از این ما میخوانیم. After this we will study types of noun. So these are the types of nouns. First we have proper nouns, common nouns, compound noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun, and concrete noun. So we will study only these two types of noun. We are going to study these two types of noun in this lecture. Inshallah, in upcoming classes we will be covering the other types of nouns as well. So in today's lesson we will be studying only these two, proper nouns and common nouns. در درس امروزی ما شما شاگردان عزیز proper nouns و common nouns را میخوانیم. So let's get on with it. بیاین آغاز میکنیم. Let's see. Okay. Proper nouns. What are proper nouns? The proper itself means exact, definite, clear, particular, right? So proper خود معناش از خاص. right. وقتی که خاص اسم شد خب بذهنتان یک سوال یعنی این سوال خلق شد که proper یعنی خاص، یعنی خاص این معنی که اسم هایی که با خاص شخص و خاص جای یا با خاص یک شای داره میتونیم. ما میگیم که are those nouns which refer to proper or specific people and places. What are proper nouns? So proper nouns, I said before that from the name it's clear that proper means specific, exact, clear, particular, identified. So these can be synonym for the proper. So nouns which refer to specific or proper people and places. It means that in proper nouns we do not ask the person for the second or third time. For example, I saw Ahmad. When I say I saw Ahmad, so you don't have a question in your mind. You don't ask the question for the second time. You understand that I saw Ahmad. So Ahmad is a proper noun. Directly, whenever I see Ahmad, so you directly think of Ahmad. It's because Ahmad's face. It's because in your mind there's a picture of the person named Ahmad. So whenever I say Ahmad, directly it comes to your mind. Yeah, he's talking about the guy, maybe the whitish color or something else. Proper nouns. Remember, there are some things that you should keep in mind. The first thing, proper nouns start with the capital letters. Remember that all the time proper nouns start with a capital letter. The question is, how do we identify the proper nouns? So your answer should be that all the time proper nouns start with a capital letter. They are used with a capital letter in any part of the sentence. Remember that. We don't read all proper noun by capital letter. Only the first letter of the word is written with uppercase letter. Right? So they are the names of people, places, organization, and so on. They are the names of people, places, organizations, and so on. Right? So this is, for example, for people we have proper noun, for places we have proper noun, for organizations we have proper noun, and so on. Right? So the second we have, they refer to unique individuals. Right? They refer to unique individuals, like individuals which are unique. We don't have the other person just like that. For example, if there are two people by the name of Ahmad, so they will be different. Right? In that case, they will be different, but they are unique. They are not similar. Right? Most of them are not found in the dictionary. So proper nouns, most proper nouns or most of the proper nouns cannot be found in the dictionaries. If you Google proper nouns, you may not find the meaning for that. It's because proper nouns cannot be meant, right? They refer to specific person, place, or thing. They cannot be meant. Okay. Now, fifth we have, they often occur in pairs and groups. Sometimes they are the name of places and people. Yeah, that's right. But they also occur, or they also appear in groups and pairs or groups. For example, you say Salam University. Yeah, for example, you say Al-Quzay group of companies. So they appear in a group or pairs right? So you see that for proper noun, for person we say Muhammad Ayubi, so these are for person. For title we have Mr. Ahmad Zia, Dr. Rahman, so these are all for people, for titles. For addresses like mom, dad, sister, sir, so these are addresses. For example, whenever you call, so you don't call every woman mom, right? But whenever you are calling your mom, or whenever you articulate a person by the name of mom, it means she should be or she must be your mom. Similar goes with the dad and sister and sir. Number 4 we have is for continents and country, right? Brazil wa kishwarha. So Asia, Europe, America, Afghanistan. So these are the countries and they are proper nouns. Number 50 have for states, cities, villages, Nangarhar, Zona, Sharinau. These are for states, right? For city, these are we have proper nouns for them. For mountains and mountain, for example, Hindu Kush, Mount Everest, Baba mountain. So these are for what? For the mountains. 7 for island and island groups like Hawaii Cup, Arab for islands. For oceans and seas like Arabian Ocean, Black Sea, Red River. So they are also Baharha wa hamchuran ba daryaha mohun khas mhara istifada mikunیم. For lakes, river and canals با جهیل ها همچنان با دریاها و کانال ها هم ما شما اسم خاص استفاده میکنیم. for example Kabul river, Amu river and etc. So for public building با ساختمان های مردم یا عام که هستن ما استفاده میکنیم، مثلا رحمان hospital, White House, public building. For months, week and day, remember that months of the year and days of the week are always considered proper nouns, so they should be written with the capital letter if they are used in any part of the sentence, right? For language names we have Dari, Pashto, English. So these are all what? These are proper nouns, right? For events we have French Revolution, Maraj Nabawi. So these are for events we have proper nouns, right? For festivals, Bajashan Ha, right? Eid al-Adha, Christmas. So these are festivals, right? We use proper nouns for them. For religion, Islam, Jewish, Christian, Hinduism. So these are all proper nouns. And then for names of news paper, for magazines, etc. So we use proper nouns, right? Like Oxford Press and etc. For political party, for example, National Party, Communism, Muslim League. For all these we use proper nouns. Like these are proper nouns like Holy Quran, Japan, Canberra, China, Monday, Asher, Sony. So these all nouns are what? These all are proper nouns. So here they appear in a group. You see that? They appear in a pairs and group. Here appear in a pairs and group. Okay, Ashrafani here, you say. Okay. Now after this we have common nouns, and I hope you understood upon proper nouns. If you have any question, you are just most welcome to ask. Common noun are those nouns which refer to common place, person and thing. Common means unspecific, something which is public, something which is general, right? So we say that common nouns are those nouns which refer to common place, person and thing. اسم های عام اسم های هستند که با اشخاص عام و با جایهای عام و با اشیاء یا با چیزهای عام داده میشه. از اسمش معلوم است که اسم عام یعنی چیزی که به هر شخص داده میشه. And then we have common person, boy, girl, child, man, and so on. Should we call every boy a girl? If you call every male a boy, it's possible, but you can't call every boy Ali, because Ali is a proper noun and boy is a common noun. Girl, for example, every girl is called girl, right? Every female is called girl, but we can't call them like by the name. For example, Sarah, Yasmin, you can call them, or Fatima. Common place, city, park, room, ground, and so on, right? So city, there are a lot of cities in the world. Park, many park, rooms, many rich rooms. So you have a common thing: chair, pen, book, notebook, and so on. Remember this one thing, that in common nouns, whenever we use common nouns, the person whom we are talking to may not understand completely. So for that, the person will ask you the second time that whom you are talking about, right? So note, when common noun is used at the beginning, like remember that as we studied before in the proper noun, so in common noun does not go similarly to proper noun. Proper nouns are written with the capital letters in any part of the sentence, while common nouns are not written with the capital letters in any part of the sentence. They are written with the capital letters only when they are used at the beginning of the sentence. Other than that, they are not used with the capital letters. Remember this. Okay, this was all about nouns, and now let's move on to pronoun. So we will study pronoun, right? Before I start teaching you pronouns, so do you have any definitions for pronouns? So first of all, the pronunciation of this word is very important. Some people pronounce pronoun, which is not the correct pronunciation. It should be pronounced pronoun, right? Pronoun. Let's see that. So what are pronouns? So we said pronoun is a word or a group of words used to replace a noun or to avoid in order to avoid the repetition of noun. What are pronouns? So we say that the word pronoun is consisted of two words. So the word pronoun is consisted of how many words? Two words. The first thing, there are two questions, two words. The word pronoun is consisted of two words. First we have the prefix pro, means instead, and the second we have the root word noun, which means name, right? The word pronoun consists of two parts. The first part is called a pro, which is the prefix, right? Peshwanda means instead, bajoish. Okay, and the second we have is the root word noun, which means name, right? So pronoun usually refer back to the noun or noun phrase already mentioned. کلمه pronoun که از ضمیر که ما شما میگیم از دو کلمه ساخته شده است که یکی پیشوند پرو که معنایش از بجایش و دیگهش root word است noun که معنایش name است. right. حالا اینجا تعریفش ما تحلیل میکنیم، بیاین سر تعریف بحث میکنیم که what are pronouns. We said that pronouns ما شما گفتیم که pronouns are words or group of words which replaces noun in a sentence, right. ما میگیم که ضمیر یا کلمه است که بجای اسم میاد. حالا اینجا دو سوال جور میشه. سوال اول که why do we use pronouns, where do we use pronouns. سوال اول where do we use pronouns، ضمایر ما کجا استفاده میکنیم، right. این سوال است. بگون که جوابش میگم instead of nouns بجای چی استفاده میشه جوابش بجای اسم. حالا سوال بعدی ببینیم که why do we use pronouns، why do we use pronouns. حالا ضمایر ما چرا استفاده میکنیم، right, to avoid or یا باید prevent هم گفته میتونیم or prevent the repetition of nouns. ما بخاطر استفاده میکنیم که تا تکرار از یک اسم جلوگیری کنه. هر وقت که شما میخواهیم که تکرار یک اسم جلوگیری کنین شما باید پروناون استفاده کنین. ولی چرا میخوایم که تکرار از یک اسم جلوگیری کنیم؟ شاگردان عزیز یاد داشته باشیم که اگر شما تکرار بگن که for example Ahmad is a good boy, Ahmad is a bad boy, Ahmad comes to class, Ahmad goes to class, Ahmad plays cricket, Ahmad works out. این کمی خسته کن تو میشه. بجای شما باید پروناون ضمیر استفاده کنید. مثلا Ahmad is a student, he comes to class on time. قسمی he is بجای Ahmad استفاده میشه که تا از تکراری اون اسم جلوگیری کند. اوکی، مثلا Ahmad is an intelligent and smart student. Ahmad که است یک شاگرد بسیار لایق و چابک است. He is working hard و سخت کار میکنه. یک کلمه را یاد داشته باشین شاگردان عزیز که همیشه پروناون که است به اسم که ذکر شده است راجع میشه. It refers back to the noun or phrase which is mentioned که زیاد ذکر شده باشه برزو واپس راجع میشه. Okay, so these are some examples of pronouns. He, she, they, we, I, you, it. So these are some examples of pronouns. You can see this. These are pronouns. You see this? Okay, look at this example. I hope you understand. और bien कि मौजूद इंजा ज़र बहस कराम मिकरम कि तो बजाय इसम इस्तेफादा में ज़मीर how it is used. For example, मैं कि let's say that I say Asad is student. Asad is a student. Right? Asad एक शागिर्द है. I say he studies at Salam University. I like Asad یک شاگرد است. او در پوهنتون سلام درس میخوانه. نه کی در پوهنتون سلام درس میخوانه؟ right. اسد کی است؟ یک اسم است. ای از نگاه گرامر اسم است و بجای از این واحد استفاده کردیم. و هرگاه که شما ببینید که بجای یک کلمه دیگه کلمه استفاده شده او را ما شما چی میگیم؟ ضمیر یا پروناون. بخاطر چی استفاده شده است؟ تا از تکرارش جلوگیری کند. Got the point? Okay. You know as the types of pronouns, these are some common types of pronouns. So we will be studying only subject pronouns or personal pronouns and object pronouns in this video, okay, in this lecture. Let's get on with it. First we have subject or personal pronoun, right? Okay, first we have subject or personal pronoun, right? Before we start subject pronouns, we should understand what subject. قبل از این که ما subject pronoun را مطالعه کنیم ما شما باید subject را بشناسیم که what is subject. What is subject? Let's study this, right? Okay, now let's study what is subject. سوال است که what سوال است what can be subject. subject چی شده میتونه، right? سوال بعدی است where do we use subject. where do we use subject. subject کجا استفاده میشه. subject تعریفش تلفظش subject است. and why do we use subject. سوال اول که است چی سابجکت شده میتونه، right؟ کدام پارتس آف سپیچ سابجکت شده میتونه، سابجکت در کجا استفاده میشه و چرا ما سابجکت استفاده میکنیم. حالا یک تعریف باید بکنیم که در اون همه چیزا جواب شود. Now we have to define subject in a way in which we get all these three questions answered. First, let's see. So we say subject. So the definition for subject we will give it to is I would say subject. First thing, what can be subject? Subject is noun or pronoun, right? Subject is noun or pronoun which usually is used before main verb, right? In order to receive, okay, in order to make the base of sentence. Okay, only pronoun چی است. what is subject چی است. فاعل چی است. از نگاه گرامر فاعل کی است. از نگاه گرامر نه بلکه از نگاه تعریف فاعل کی است. اسم یا ضمیر است، یعنی اسم هم فاعل شده میتونه و ضمیر هم فاعل شده میتونه. یعنی اولتر ما باید بفهمیم که کدام پارتس اسپیچ فاعل شده میتونه. فاعل یا اسم شده میتونه یا ضمیر، یعنی verb، adjective، conjunction اینا من حیث فاعل آمده نمیتونه. خب سوال بعدی که بود where do we use subject. subject ولی کجا استفاده میشه. which is usually used before main verb. معمولا قبل از اسم های معمولا از فعل اصلی استفاده میشه، right? so this is usually به خاطر گفتم که the passive voice and the مجهول کی است باز after at the end of a sentence استفاده میشه، after main verb استفاده میشه. دیگهش از کجا استفاده میشه و چرا استفاده میشه. to make the best of a sentence تا میگه اساس جمله را بسازه. why where do we use it at the end of sentence to make the best of a sentence. اول سوال noun pronoun subject شده میتونه قبل از main verb میایه و بنیادی یا اساسی یک جمله را درست میکنه. مثلا for example if I say Ali whistles a lot. Ali whistles a lot. Ali میگه زیاد شپلاق میزنه. سوالی بیاین ببینیم این را یک اسم است و پیش از من ورب هم استفاده شده است و دیگه این که جمله هم آغاز کرده است، یعنی جمله بازین شروع شده، بنیاد جمله را جور کرده. از نگاه گرامر این را ما شما چی میگیم؟ it is called subject. علی subject است. این خود نون شد. حالا بیاین ببینیم که they were caught in embezzlement. اینا کی بودن؟ میگه در دوزی پیسه گیر آمده بودند یا گیر شدن. so they که از پیش از منورب آمده است، درسته؟ و دیگه این که جمله هم آغاز کرده و از نگاه گرامر پرونان هم است. so این ما شما چی میگیم؟ subject میگیم. understood dear students؟ فهمیده باشین انشاءالله. شما ویدیو پاس کنین و اون تعریفی که سابجکت را ما اینجا کردم برات شما عزیز این را نوشته کنین در کتابچه خودتان کت اگزامپل هایشان. ویدیو رو پاس کنین این تعریف را با خود نوشته کنین کت اگزامپلشان. خب درسته. حالا subject pronoun یا personal pronoun کدام pronoun میگن؟ are those pronouns which are mainly used before a verb in order to function as the subject of a sentence. بسیار بساده subject pronoun ضمایر میگه که بجای subject استفاده میشه، بجای فاعل استفاده میشه، یا ضمایر فاعلی ضمایر هستن که قبل از من verb استفاده میشه تا من حیث فاعل یک جمله فعالیت انجام بدهد. so personal pronouns are represent a person. این همون متعارفش هست. so subject pronouns are seven in numbers. ما 7 تا subject pronouns داریم که कि subject pronoun मतलब ما हफ्ता दर we have 7 types of subject pronouns. How many types of subject pronouns? Not types of, actually numbers. So first we have, for first person we have I, for second person we have you, right? And they are divided into 3 grammatical persons. Let's study. So these are types of subjects which are not in our curriculum. So grammatical, like we say, grammatical person subject pronouns. First person pronoun कि ما شو متكلم میگیم I and we. I مفرد است we جمعش است. Second person pronoun که از you هم مفرد شده میتونه هم جمع شده. متکلم که مخاطب که ما شو میگیم. Third person pronoun he, she, it and they. he, she, it مفرد است یعنی غایب و they جمع است. First person pronoun متکلم I, we. Second person pronoun مخاطب you. Third person pronoun غائب he, she, it or they. Right? Subject pronouns are used as a subject of a sentence. Subject pronoun case من هاي say subject جملة استفاده میشه. مثلا خالد ate pizza. He was hungry. کی hungry بود؟ he case بجای subject اینجا استفاده شده از نه. سوال کلمه ای که pronoun کی بجای subject استفاده میشه پورا ما شما چی میگیم؟ subject pronoun. The word he is a personal pronoun. he case personal pronoun یا subject pronoun هم است که به خالد راجع میشه. You see the pizza. Okay, it case for it زود شاگردای سوال میکنه که it استاد کجا استفاده میشه. It case for neuter gender با جنس خنثی استفاده میشه که it's a book مثلا کتاب است. For babies whose sex is not known but اطفال که sex یا جنسش معلوم نباشه مثلا it's a baby یا کدام baby معلوم نیست که بچه یا دختر است. For animal whose sex is not known همچنان با حیوانات که sex معلوم نباشه که مذکر است یا مؤنث است. For example it's a cat. وقت با تاکید استفاده میشه مثلا ما میگیم it's me who can teach English. اینجا کیس it کیس به خاطر تاکید استفاده شده است. Understood dear student؟ این بود درس امروزی ما که راجع به subject pronoun بوده ولی ما میخوانیم object pronouns. object pronouns پیش از این که ما object pronouns مطالعه کنیم بیاین این مطالعه کنیم که object چی را میگه. right? object what can be object of the sentence, right? What is object? Object چی است؟ بیاین اینو مطالعه کنیم. اینجا باز هم که تعریف کنیم واسه سوال جور میکنیم. سوال نمیشه سوال ما میگیریم فقط edit میکنیم کمیشون. edit میکنیم که اول اینجا خود object subject بود ما objectش میکنیم. اینجا میگیم که what is object? What can be object? object چی شده میتونه؟ where do we use object? object را در کجا استفاده میکنیم؟ right? سوال است که ما باید تعریف این سوالات را جواب بدهیم. and why do we use object? و object چرا استفاده میشه؟ you see. حالا بیاین یک تعریف باید بکنیم که در اون تعریف این همه چیزا جواب شود. Now let's make a definition for an object in which we get all these 3 questions answered. First, let's see. Now we say that object is noun or pronoun. object kes اسم یا ضمیر است which is usually used after main verb. After what? After main verb. In order to receive an action. فاعل اسم یا ضمیر است که یعنی چی فاعل شده میتونه؟ اسم یا ضمیر فاعل شده میتونه. یاد داشته باشین شاگردان عزیز که فاعل اسم یا ضمیر است. دیگه participative verb adjective conjunction اینا ضمیر فاعل مفعول شده نمیتونه. what is object رو ما مفعول میگیم. object چی شده میتونه؟ اسم یا ضمیر object شده میتونه. which is usually used after main verb که معمولا کجا استفاده میشه؟ معمولا بعد از فعل اصلی استفاده میشه. فاعل قبل از فعل اصلی استفاده میشه، این بعد از فعل اصلی استفاده میشه. خود چرا استفاده میشه؟ to receive an action که عمل دریافت کنه. چی دریافت کنه؟ عمل دریافت کنه. این تعریف object است. مثلا let's say من میگم که I told Ali not to come. با ولی گفتم که نبیاید. right? حالا اینجا ببینین آی خو سابجکت شد به خاطر که قبل از من ورب آمده. حالا اینجا بعد از من ورب یک کلمه آمده است که این اسم است و عمل هم دریافت میکنه. این را ما شما ابجکت میگیم. right? و دیگه همچنان اسم ابجکت شد. دیگه میگیم که we saw them. ما اونها را دیدیم. کیها را دیدین؟ اونها را دیدیم. we saw them playing. ما دیدیم که بازی میکردن. We saw them playing. Right? So حالا ببینید them بعد از اصلی فعل استفاده شده است و از نگاه گرامر پروناون هم است، عمل دریافت میکنه. سو بنابراین این را ما و شما چی میگیم؟ object. حالا تعریف بسیار خلاصه شد شاگردان عزیز. ما میگیم که object pronouns are those pronouns which are usually used after main verb in order to function as the object of a verb or preposition. object که است میگه معمولا بعد از فعل اصلی استفاده میشه تا من حیث فاعل مفعول یک جمله یا یک فعل یا یک حرف اضافه فعالیت انجام کند. right? See, object pronouns are 7 in numbers. که ما object pronoun 7 تا داریم. right? So she teaches him. object pronouns him هستن. we told him to come to the party. them هستن. این اگزامپل را با خودتان مطالعه کنید شاگردان عزیز. اوکی، حالا object pronoun ما چند تا داریم؟ ما 7 object pronoun داریم. بیاین اول مطالعه کنیم و نوشته میکنیم subject pronoun. First let's write subject pronoun. What should we write? We should write subject pronoun, right? And then we have object مفعول فاعلی ضمایر یا مفعولی ضمایر nouns, right? So first با I ما چی داریم؟ با subject pronoun چی هسته؟ me. با you چی هست؟ خودش you object pronoun هسته. با we چی هست؟ you. با we چی هست؟ as subject pronouns. با she یا با they چی هست؟ them object pronoun. با he چی هست؟ him object pronoun. با she چی هست؟ her object pronoun. با it خودش it هسته. it for it we have it. So these are object pronouns که عمل دریافت میکنند. اگزامپل با شما واضح کرده بودم. So شاگردان عزیز این بود درس امروزی ما. اگر شما کدام سوال داشته باشین میتونین که سوال خودتان از من مطرح کنین تا ما هم بتونم که سوالتان پاسخ بدهم. Okay, this was our today's lesson. I hope you learned a lot from this. If you have any questions, suggestions, so leave in the comment box or leave in your groups. I will try my best to reach out to your questions and answer your questions. Stay safe and stay blessed.